from Worcester, a singer. She has been a model. She may still be a model. But she started singing about a year ago. Pippa, good to see you.
Hello there.
And about a year ago you started singing?
Yeah, my granddad sadly passed away a year ago, and my mum was very struck and grieving and quite sad. And in the kitchen she'd be listening to YouTube to O mi bambino caro, which translates to Oh my dear Papa. At the time I've never sang opera, I've never sang a note in my life really. I've been in the choir when I was younger, but nothing, you know, that I've took very seriously. So I learnt this O mi bambino caro for her to try and cheer her up. And as soon as I sang it to her, she was blown away, couldn't believe what had just come out of my mouth. And I thought, well, that's stupid, I can't sing opera, you know. And so she took me to a professional operatic coach. And even she was blown away with the fact that I'd never had a single training in my life, and yet I could sing Puccini. So
you'd never started, you'd never done classical or operatic singing before at all?
No, never.
But you had, I mean, you've done modelling, haven't you?
Yeah, when I was 16 I went to London and I did beauty pageants, and I had quite a few agents, and I tried to make it out as a model. That's what I've always wanted to be. But then as soon as I realised I had a singing voice, one thing's led to another, and it's just rapidly grown, and before I know it I'm singing the Italian and English national anthems at the rugby in January.
Yeah.
And sailing across the world on a cruise with my own show, so it's just gone haywire and it's fantastic. I love every single second. I've even busked in Birmingham High Street.
Yeah, and you were selling your CDs, were you?
Yeah, I've made my very first CD just to see how it goes, just to get the experience really, and just recorded a few random songs that I enjoy singing, and selling them at the shows that I do in my parents' restaurant, and also when I busk, just to get myself out there and get people knowing who I am and what I do and what I love doing. And I have all sorts of walks of life come to me, and all genres of people really, from races to ages, and they're, you know, filling me with so many compliments, and it's just the most wonderful thing to do in the world.
Just to do the busking thing, I mean, what do you need to do? Can you just turn up in, because you go into Birmingham City Centre or Wolverhampton or Walsall, you'll find people busking. Do you just have to turn up? Do you have to get permission? How does that work?
Yeah, well, I contacted the Birmingham Council and also the Worcester Council and explained what I do, and just to see whether if they can put me any pictures around, just so that I can stand there, and I have a little PA system and my violin case and a few CDs with me, and just sing along really. I'll probably do about 3 hours, have a little break in between and continue singing. And from then
now, you're doing it that way, but have you not thought about, you know, X Factor or Britain's Got Talent or anything like that?
I have considered it, and I'm still considering it to this day. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, because I'm not sure what to do. I don't know where my life's going to go, and if I get onto Britain's Got Talent, that would be amazing and such a great opportunity. I would love to go for those, so I might consider the auditions, definitely.
But in the meantime, you're sort of cutting your teeth busking to get the experience.
Yeah.
And you've produced your own CD, and you talk about the cruise ships. So you've got an agent for that sort of thing? Yeah,
I did a showcase in Coventry not so long ago, just to get again experience, and it was full of agents just to see what they thought of me and their feedback, and I was swamped by the amount of agents that come up to me wanting me to do a show for them, for their agency, and send me all over the world. It was really overwhelming and just fantastic. I appreciate every ounce of compliment that I get. It's fantastic. I just love it. So an agent did approach me about doing a cruise ship all over America and the Caribbean, and I instantly took it with both hands, and I said yes, of course I'll do it. So we're in the process of making my show, getting the live instruments and my costume sorted, so that we begin in February.
So the cruise ship's in February, the rugby internationals, and Worcester Warriors.
Yes, it is. Yeah, for the England B team, the Saxons B team, and the Italian team. Yeah.
So it's all starting to happen.
Yeah, in such a short amount of time as well.
So out of a very sad circumstance,
yeah,
comes a bit of a ray of hope in a way.
Definitely, and all my family believe that he's definitely got a hand in it, whether if you believe in that sort of stuff or not, but we definitely do. And coming from an Irish background as well, we're all very close and supportive of each other, and it's been fantastic, the support I've had from my family. It's brilliant.
So the modelling gone?
I'd say so for the time being, yeah. I mean, when I need money for backing tracks and to get my costumes, I go back to the agency and I say, look, can I do a few jobs? Can I go to some castings? Just to get the money to afford my backing tracks and all that sort of stuff. But at the minute, my singing's taken off, you know, very nicely. The fact that it's sort of running by itself, so I can afford lots of other things as well to keep progressing my own sound system and the